What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today when I talk to you about NIO, I want to go over some of the current data points, break it down on what's moving it, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So NIO pre-market is up 2.13%. There's a couple different things coming out really affecting it. One is this right here. So it looks like China did kind of go back after the States and re-raised their tariffs from 84 to 125%. And so the States did raise theirs yesterday to 145, if I remember correctly. So you are seeing pretty much a little back and forth unfold right in front of our eyes. Most likely this might be unpopular opinion, but I do feel over this weekend all of this is going to de-escalate and potentially work out very favorably for both countries. I don't know who's going to really bend the knee, but I feel like there's going to be some impasse that causes just everyone to kind of move back and take a step back and realize what this is truly doing. Beside this though, NIO is still doing fairly well because of this. So just in, China and the EU agreed to start negotiations to abolish EU tariffs on Chinese EVs. Huge news, and this technically should have been done back in like December and January when they stated they were going to be starting negotiations, but maybe things came up. But nonetheless though, looking back when NIO did have this very nice run, one reason why it did go higher was because the EU was going to be dropping entirely all of their tariffs. So clearly this is a very big deal for NIO. So even though there's a lot of crap floating around, that is huge news for NIO. So in my opinion, I think that's something good to take note of. The only other thing that came out yesterday was this right here. So even though this wasn't really 100% accurate, still in my opinion on the table. So 2 days ago, I did a video on how Trump could potentially threaten to delist Chinese stocks as what he did in 2018, 2019. So this right here, breaking: Trump administration is considering delisting Chinese stocks on US exchanges per Fox. Based on this, it looks as though that's not the actual wording that was used. It just simply said that everything is on the table. So again, I think just people are jumping to conclusions a little bit, but still nonetheless something to keep in mind. I'm not here to fearmonger or whatever else, just it's a good something just to be aware of. But nonetheless, I think that this is huge news that should in theory really push NIO higher. But the only other thing was this. So a lot of rumors about CATL taking controlling interest in NIO Power. So I don't know where all this rumors have started, but I feel like this has been lingering for a good week and a half. So NIO CEO does deny the rumors once again, but then again, technically this isn't the first time that someone denies a rumor that comes to fruition. So let me know your general thoughts on that. As far as shorts, right now they are increasing 260,000 shares pre-market. 14.73% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 234.26 million shares. So I feel like shorts are increasing today simply just to try to suppress NIO for it not to get above that 250. So it kind of bounced off that general area yesterday. And like I said, last time that news came out about the whole tariff negotiations, NIO went up like massively. So shorts are trying to really kill the momentum. Based on this is the open interest. You have 6,000 at that $3 strike price, 20,000 at that 350, 18,000 at that 4. So of course, shorts and market makers have a financial interest in ensuring NIO closes below 350, because to them, they'd rather short it and ensure that this 20,000, which works out to be 2 million shares, does expire worthless. So at the end of the day, you're seeing manipulation happen, and this is why shorts are kind of increasing so far. Couple of key points to watch for though. With at 337 or 334, it is trading between this S1 and this S2. So 310 is going to be a strong support. 356 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. So this is where you have two levels. You have that 350, which is brought on by options, and then 356. So you could see some nice price action today, like I said, as everyone is digesting everything. So China hitting back against the States, and also this. Like, it's really unfortunate that this news did drop when essentially the market is crap. Because if the market was more in an expansionary stage right now and moving higher, not in full FUD mode, which right now we are under the extreme fear category, if we weren't here, NIO would be up easily like 10+%. Other Chinese EVs yesterday did do very, very well. So you can even see, so was it 𝗪𝗓 went up yesterday 5.25%, and I believe XPeng went up like 10 or something percent. So it's just a very unfortunate kind of thing. Even 𝗓 is up 4.18% pre-market. So I feel like NIO is for sure lagging, so it's just a matter of time before it does start to really move higher. So let me know your general thoughts on that in the comments below. There was a new rating that did come out yesterday, so 350 price target. Mizuho, the J, who has a 36% success rating. So he did downgrade NIO, and he also downgraded Tesla, Rivian, and Polestar. So he went through, just turned bearish on EVs in overall, but 350, I'm sure some people will take that at the end of the day. But as a consensus over the last 3 months, $4.86 is that consensus, which does represent a 48.17% upside. On a side note, if you want access to all of these analyst ratings, forecasts, ownership, everything that you pretty much ever need for information, take a look at IBKR, all free, link in the description below and also the comments. But as of right now on the actual chart itself, you are seeing it starting to push higher above that ALMA. So it wants to actually move higher. It just, like I said, the circumstances and manipulation, it's an interesting time. But NIO is considered very oversold based on the stochastic RSI. So I think it's, like I said, it's a good reason to potentially consider averaging down. This might be a good time to really move higher, because last time this news did drop about the tariffs, we had a huge run. So one, I believe this right here, this first run was attributed to the stimulus that was announced. This run right here was attributed to the tariffs. And then you can kind of see how then they denied it and canceled it, and supposedly was negotiating back in at this time frame. But this is a lot of volatility. But nonetheless, I think that big things might be coming for NIO. But let me know your viewpoint on all that. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Give yourself a shout out if you are buying or plan on buying, or if you're selling, what are you doing with NIO? One final thing, pop over to my Patreon. I give buy signals on stocks, options, crypto, many of which have been absolutely on point. So definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.